Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're hopping into something a little bit different. We're reacting to some of the dumbest people that decided they wanted to get arrested at their job. Now, if you guys do enjoy this video today, make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, turn on that post notifications, and as always, enjoy the video.
When you were 17, you probably did normal 17-year-old things, like go to school, hang out with your friends, sneak a few beers, and play some games. Well, this 17-year-old decided that he wasn't going to do these normal things. Instead, he decided to steal from his employer. Here's what happened on June 10th, 2022, when Chambly officers arrived on the scene.
So, 17-year-old, on May 28th, he started doing
at Five Below.
The register, both for cash.
Everything's below $5 there.
By doing a return to credit, and that's the dollar amount. 2267.34. 2,000. So there's all these transactions are on video as well.
So in just 10 days, this 17-year-old
he stole $2,267 from a place that doesn't even have expensive,
the officer talked for a bit, but when the manager
like stuff at all, $5 and below, like seriously.
Shocking answer.
So what's the process? Because he's a minor and nothing.
He's not a minor.
I thought he was
17. You go to big boy jail.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you guys want to prosecute, he's going to DeKalb County. I'm gonna talk with him first.
Yeah.
So 17 is minor still. Is it because of the felony charge?
No, it's because of his age.
His age? Okay.
16 and younger, you go to DJJ, Department of Juvenile Justice. 17 and older, you go to the local county.
Dang, I didn't even know that.
It's crazy. 17, you go to jail, but 17, you can also be locked as a runaway child.
Interesting.
You can see that the manager feels bad for the kid, but calls the big boss to make sure that he wants to prosecute. And the big boss said,
Yep, the boss says we're going to go for prosecution.
The man escorts the officer through the store while Coldplay's Banger plays over the speakers. The officer gets to our suspect, who was quite relaxed. At least he was until he heard he was going to the big boy jail. The officer reads him his Miranda rights and goes on to ask him a few questions.
Oh, jeez.
Are you willing to answer any questions without an attorney present?
So I have to have an attorney?
What do you mean?
Like, so I have to speak to an attorney, or?
No, that's not what I said.
No, I know, no, I understand what you're saying, but the yes or no, like.
Would you like to speak to me without an attorney here?
I can.
Yes?
I want to, and like both.
I mean, if you rather talk to me with an attorney present, then we can't talk right now.
Okay, so which one is better for like us?
I can't answer that for you. I can only ask you this, and it's either yes or no.
He's just trying to get out of it. Oh boy.
With an attorney.
Okay, perfect. Just hang tight, okay? Can I get it?
Yeah.
Our culprit's starting to realize that this situation is a bit messier than he thought it was, and asked the officer if he could call his mom. In the footage, you can clearly see how scared he is because he knows that he messed up. Luckily, he was quite cooperative and didn't try to fight off the officer, but as soon as those cuffs were on, he played the I'm a minor card.
Stand up. Come on. Put your hands behind
Are
your
you
back.
gonna call my mom at least?
We'll call her in the car.
In the car. So
We'll call her in the car.
Huh? Wait, can I put my earphones away?
I'll get it for you. Put your phone on the seat. Put your phone on the seat. Okay. Put your hands behind your back. Just face the wall, bro.
Alright, so I have a question.
I'll answer your questions, okay?
You gotta leave. Call my mom.
Why do I have to call your mom?
What do you mean? I'm on the.
Okay. You're being placed under arrest, though.
Where am I going?
DeKalb County Jail.
Wait, I didn't even call my mom though.
I don't have to call your mom, sir.
Why?
You're an adult.
I'm a minor. I'm only.
This bit really reminds me of the duck season, rabbit season joke between Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. You're a minor. No, you're an adult. You're a minor. No, you're an adult.
Rabbit season. Duck season. Rabbit season. Duck season.
I'm a minor. I'm only 17. I just turned 17.
State of Georgia. You're an
Alright, so
adult.
can you at least call my mom, please?
I said I will.
Hey, so can you get her number from my phone, please?
Okay. But I gotta put you in handcuffs. You're going to jail.
Wait, but for what though?
For theft.
What are you talking about? I asked him. I literally asked him. I said, can you take the money off my check? Literally. Excuse me, Mr. Coker. I don't know your name.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though, this is the exact reason why, guys, dude. Shoplifting is not a cool thing. Like, don't take anything from stores. If you want it, buy it, bro. If you want it, work for it.
Alright, so I asked you, can you take like the money off my check?
Yeah, unfortunately, I contacted corporate, and my instructions from my boss was to press charges based on the dollar amount, the 2,200.
Huh? Press charges?
Based on the dollar amount, correct.
But when I'm a minor, man, I asked you, I said you could take it off my check.
No,
I would work for the check.
No, I understand, but I have a boss like everybody else, and my boss instructed me to contact the authorities and file charges for the theft of the $2,200.
That's what I'm saying. I could literally pay the dues back. That's what I'm saying.
I understand. That'll happen, but it'll have to go through the process of
but why I'm going to jail for it?
Because that's how the process works.
In Georgia, you're not. The manager tells our arrestee that he's been fired, and over time he'll pay back what he stole. But he's still arrested. In 10 days, he stole $2,200, but the manager
How do you do that from Five Below?
Sadly for our thief, he can whip out $100,000 right now, but he's still going to jail. No amount of tears or pleading will get him out of this. He's escorted from the building while Ava Max's banger of a song plays. And when they get to the car, the officer checks his ID and calls his mom.
Hello?
Johnny, what happened?
Bro, I tried to tell them, bro, that for me, I could give them all the money back, bro. It was not for me. For me, it was not for me, bro.
Who was for?
It was for Ray Sean, bro, because he was homeless, bro, and I was helping him, bro.
Who's Ray Sean?
Ray Sean, the one that I always used to be with in New York. The one that...
Now he's throwing it off on somebody else.
So did they take you to jail?
I don't know. He said that I'm...
Yes, ma'am, I am.
See, he said since I'm 17, I gotta go to jail, but how?
Sir, please explain to me what's happening.
Yes, ma'am. This is Officer Black with City of Chamblee. So we were called in.
I gotta like spit. Can I spell this for, please?
Go ahead. So we were called to Five Below by their loss prevention, stating that your son Jameer, over the course of 10 days, did 16 transaction frauds, totaling into an amount of $2,267.34. Of that $2,267.34, $1,556.18 went to his debit card, and $711.60 he took out in cash.
Okay.
So, being that he did fraudulent returns, they wanted to prosecute and pursue charges on him. So being that they want to pursue charges on him, and he is 17 years of age, he gets transported to DeKalb County Detention Center. He does not go to juvenile court. He is 17 in the state of Georgia. 17, you are out.
His mother was quite distraught and asked the officer what was going to happen now. The officer tells her that they're going to the county jail and that her son will have a warrant and go before a judge, and then a judge will tell him what his bail or bond is. After that, he could call her and she could go over and get him out. The young thief talks to his mother over the phone, and the officer tells him that he shouldn't worry too much because by later that day or tomorrow, he'll already be out of jail.
It's not murder. It's a theft. You ain't gonna be in there for life. You're gonna be in there, your mom gonna come and get you, and then you'll be out. You'll be out today, as long as your mom can come up there.
Yeah, she can. That's why I was asking you.
So calm down.
I don't like being locked up, bro. It's like my fourth time being locked up, bro.
The young employee was charged with theft and taken to
bro.
jail.
Why have you learned?
A call to his mom, he felt a bit better. The officer gives the address of the jail to the mom and tells him that after he's booked, he would go in front of a judge. His mother yells at him because he always gets manipulated by his friends and other people, especially since he has autism.
Dang.
Like I said, I'm just concerned. My son has autism, and I just don't,
I got you. It's not like I explained to him to help him calm down. It's not the crime of the century. It's just it's theft, is what it is.
The officer handled this situation perfectly. There was no fuss or drama, and everything went smoothly. So what do you think about this arrest? What do you think about 17-year-olds being charged as adults?
I give it to that officer.
Punishment for this 17-year-old. Let us know down in the comments, and let's get straight into our next arrest.
I would have to say though, like, to be honest, if you're stealing stuff, you kind of have it coming at the end of the day. Like, whether you're 17 or not, I mean, you're still coherent. You're still making those choices for yourself. So if you don't want to go to jail, make great choices. You know what I mean? Like, don't go in there and try to do fraud to the highest extent in a 5 below, bro. I bet you he won't steal again.
Our next culprit tried to make a break for it while
Yeah,
New York
DoorDash
police questioned her
driver?
about an alleged reckless driving incident. Now you've most likely seen a short part of this video as a bystander took a video of the incident, and when it went viral, people from all over the world were upset with the officers. However, that was only a part of the story.
I'm doing DoorDash. Yeah, I got my, what you call it, title and everything for the bike.
You need a license plate for it now, so we're going to use it.
Yeah, I can use the bike for DoorDash. I'm picking up a delivery right now. Yeah, I'm doing delivery right now for DoorDash.
Still gotta have a plate on that.
You can't have this on the road.
It's a 49. It's a,
you come across.
yeah, it's a 49cc though.
Doesn't matter. If you're using it on the road, you have to have it registered with New York State. Do you have any paperwork for it at all?
Yes, I do. I can show you right now. Yes, I can show you right now.
I can see your license.
As the woman searches through her phone for the paperwork, the officer and the other woman talk for a bit. As the woman that was driving still scrolls through her phone, the officer once again asks for her license. And it seems as if this woman isn't going to give her license to the cops without putting up a fuss. Or maybe her license is a special color, a color the cops just can't see.
Why? I don't understand. I'm doing Uber Eats. I'm doing a job. She has a license.
You were driving this.
Yeah, but I was driving too.
Yeah, but she was driving.
But I drive it too.
That has nothing to do with it. She was driving, so we need to see her license because she can't
I'm
be
about to
driving.
show you my title to the bike, sir.
Right.
I'm just trying to...
I understand, man, but
I
we
don't
need to have a
understand. I'm
license.
doing a job right
I'm a
now.
licensed driver, so since I'm with her, it doesn't that make sense?
This is
No, she was driving.
The main question is there's no registration on the vehicle.
Yeah.
He's running!
I'm getting away.
Taser!
Michael trying to take my bike. Come on, I'm doing it. I'm not assisting. I'm not assisting the bike. I'm not assisting the bike.
No, under arrest. You're under arrest. You slammed a girl for no reason. You had your gun. You had your hand on the gun with a female. He slammed on the floor.
You
She
slammed her
ran!
For no reason? Sir, she was trying to escape. Now the officers might have gone a bit overboard, but why did she try to run?
I will say
The friend of our
slamming,
suspect
like
kept
body
on the
slamming,
and the
that
man who
was...
tried to intervene.
that was a
pulled out
little
the race
much,
card before he
but...
walked away.
I mean...
This whole situation could have been handled.
Don't run
calmly
from
if the
cops. I
woman
mean, if
didn't
you
try to put
run,
the
that's
dash in DoorDash.
fair game at that
Our
point.
Suspect tells her friend to call her mother because her uncle is a cop.
Call my mother. That's my uncle's a cop. You did that. That's so simple. Big time. I did. You still have the 49cc. No.
Beating up girls.
Put my hat on my head, Carly. I'm doing a delivery. Get juices. Work around it because
I mean, why'd you run, though?
But I have the license. I told you that.
The papers for the car.
If you're guilty, you run. If you're not guilty, you stay.
Yeah, I got a screenshot of it in my phone. I told them I'm doing Uber Eats.
Then provide the paperwork and not run. It's not a run for no reason.
Because yes, he's telling me I need a license. I don't have a license for the bike.
Now, when I was younger, I usually rode around in the passenger seat with my mom, and since she had a license, I guess
I don't
that
know,
means
though,
by her
like,
logic, 10-year-old me could have been
why'd you
driving on the
run?
freeway. A lot of people around the cops are making it seem like they messed
You know
up,
you're
but we
guilty,
can see
though.
both sides. The officers were doing their jobs, but the bystanders only
You're
saw
in
a
the
short part of
wrong.
what happened.
You need
so
a
we
license,
understand
like,
why they reacted
there's
that way.
laws, there's
But let us know what you think
regulations.
and who you think was in the right here.
Stop harassing people. He tackled her. Check out the camera. Stand up now.
Yeah, stand up. You gotta get in the car.
All right, I don't want you to time. Don't slam me. Please don't back her. Don't touch her. Please, don't touch her. He just hit her.
I'm gonna tell you, she's wrong.
He's wrong. He's a racist.
He could have shoved it down. Please, since they got on the scene, it's two females. He started this with his hand on his gun. I with the hand on the taser. She's wrong. She took off on the bike.
The officers picked up the motorcycle while the male and female yelled in the background, just
So
like they'd been doing this entire time. She literally admitted to running because she didn't have a license, and still, people tried to make the cops look bad. Now, I do admit, calling in 100 other cops to the scene might be a bit of overkill, but with the massive
that's a
scene
little
the two
much.
were making, I
I'm
get
not
it.
gonna lie.
The woman was charged with reckless driving, obstruction of governmental administration, and resisting arrest, along with multiple citations.
That's unfortunate. Honestly, though, at the end of the day, you don't run from cops. Cops are talking to you. Park your bike, bro. The worst that could happen is you get a ticket for driving without a license. You're not going to simply go to jail for it unless you want to run just like they did. But at the end of the day, if you know you're not in the wrong, stand your place. But if you're in the wrong, just take the ticket. It's less severe. You're going to make a cop's day much worse if you run away from them other than just sticking around and just talking. The thing is that made this whole ordeal worse is that she took off from them. Like, why did you run? Now you're going to jail because you ran. Like, if you're on scene with a cop, do not run. If you run, you're more than likely getting tackled, body slammed like she did, or tasered. I mean, anything could happen at that point. If you're detained, you're detained.
In Rhode Island, a councilman had a wonderful time in court, so he decided to smoke some crack. When officers found Matthew Riley, he was passed out in his car with a crack pipe in his hand. The now former Cranston City Council member resigned from his position as chairman of the Cranston Republican Party after pressure from the mayor and other council members. As the officers approached his car, he was seen sleeping with his mouth open and had a lighter alongside a pipe in his hand.
Oh, no way, dude. Really?
Yes, yes. I was just on my way back from court.
Bro. Well, Rusty's gonna come check you out, man. I can't let you go. You were literally choking in your sleep. Somebody flagged me down about it.
Oh, I have sleep apnea. I'm sorry.
Well, and then you have a crack pipe in your hand, so it's like...
Please, sorry.
Listen, I have a body camera. Obviously, everything I have is recorded. You know that, and what I've observed is on camera, so I can't...
Why did you have a crack pipe in your hand in the middle of a freaking parking lot?
No investigation. There's more a health or well-being check type thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I obviously have to document it, you know. You can have that back.
Thank you. There will be no arrest?
No. Are there any in the car or anything like that?
No, nothing.
All right.
As the officer questioned him about his drug use, the councilman comes clean and tells him that it was a relapse and that he struggled with abuse. As the EMTs arrive and check him out, the cop searches the car and finds a chore boy, something drug users use to make a crack pipe. As backup arrives, the officers test the drugs they found in the car. And believe it or not, it's crack. Surprise, surprise. The councilman is arrested, but he only cares about what the media is going to see.
Well, we don't report nothing to the media unless someone tells them. So, and then arrest records are public record. I'm not gonna lie to you. But there's not much we can do on this. Unfortunately, if I was in your situation, I'd be in handcuffs.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying don't arrest me.
Yeah.
In terms of media for kids, as much.
Yeah, no, listen.
This guy is tweaking now. I mean, the cop didn't say it, like, at first that he was going to get arrested. He was like, oh, cool. And all of a sudden, now you're in handcuffs and now you're tweaking. I mean, like, either way, shape, or form, what you were doing was wrong.
Who's going to come get this car wrapped up? Oh, my car's getting fixed. Oh, this isn't even your car?
No, it's a loaner.
All right. But, yeah. All right. I mean, there's shit on the seat.
Matthew was given a drug possession charge, but that wasn't the worst thing he did. Oh no. Matthew Riley was arrested again a short while after this incident and faced sexual assault and child molestation charges. This was less than a month after he was arrested for the drugs.
People just don't learn, do they?
Time in less than a month, this time for allegedly sexually assaulting a minor.
I think I now know why you went through a messy divorce, Matt.
That's just people that choose their road. If you go down that road, man, you ain't gonna get back from it. And once you're in the system, unfortunately, there's no way you're getting out of it.
So, a postman was a bit on the drunken side and crashed into a parked car while he was on his route. When the officers arrived on the scene, they could clearly smell alcohol on the man. They asked him what happened, and he tried to explain his side of the story after he was patched up. But sadly for him, his story made no sense.
happened?
There's a rock in the middle of the road. I went to go swerve out of the way of it because the LLV's really shifty.
Okay.
So I went to go swerve, avoid the
rock. A rock in the middle of the road.
Where's the rock at?
It was over there by the police car down there. Okay. So I went there, came up.
Hey, he's talking about that pebble.
Anything to drink tonight? Not a drop. Okay. Anything? You take any kind of medications or anything like that? Do you have any type of physical injuries?
Okay. No.
Anything to your legs or your back?
That's the best story though you could come up with.
Okay.
You swerved out of the way for a rock.
Do you have anything in your mouth right now? No. Nothing? Okay. You have contacts in your eyes?
You're gonna run a field sobriety test.
Today?
Yeah.
7 a.m.
7 a.m. Okay. How long have you worked for them?
Maybe 2 years in April.
2 years.
Earlier, when the cops were walking down the road, they searched for this so-called rock, but they couldn't find it. Now, this rock is either really small, or it's the same color as our aforementioned DoorDash driver's license. The man walks with the officer, and it's time for him to follow the officer's finger.
Man,
with
people
his
just
eyes.
like big
You can
cops
probably
are
guess
dumb.
how that went.
What? Follow my finger with just your eyes and keep your head still.
Can you lift up your sunglasses so I can see your eyes?
No.
Why?
Because I said so. Because I'm doing the test on you and I got the sun right in my face. That's why I put you this way so you wouldn't be squinting.
So can I put my glasses down?
No, because I have to go to see your eyes. Okay?
You're not asking logical questions. Like, why would you ask a cop, hey, can I put my sunglasses down on an eye stigma test where they're testing, see if there's any stutter or if your head moves?
Okay, I want you to follow this. Don't look at me, just look at this.
What do you say look at?
What? Follow my finger with just your eyes. Okay, now we're gonna go up. Follow my finger up with your eyes.
Not supposed to move your head.
The officer decides that it's time for a field sobriety test. However, he quickly tells the officer that he can't do the heel-to-toe test because he has a torn meniscus. Luckily, there's more than one way to skin a cat, so the officer asked him if he's graduated high school.
What I want you to do for me then, I want you to count backwards from the number 72 and stop at the number 51.
It's an awkward number.
Why is that?
Just start.
It's like
71, 70,
72,
69, 68,
Start at
67.
72, backwards.
Come on.
70, 69, 68, 67, 66.
5.
It's not math. It's just counting backwards from 72 to 51.
Why those numbers?
Those are the numbers that I use. I've been using them for 17 years.
Randomly decided those numbers?
Yeah.
72, 71, 70, 69, 68, 67, 66, 65, 64, 63, 62, 61, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49.
Why are you?
Okay, what number did I tell you to stop at? Do you remember?
Just kept going.
Maybe math isn't his thing, so the officer tells him to say the alphabet in the correct order, but he has to start at the letter I and stop at Q, which, believe it or not, he does actually quite well in that test. After one more test, the officer decides that it's time for the breathalyzer test.
Take a really deep breath and then blow for me until I tell you to stop. What's that?
Why?
Because you smell like alcohol, and I need to make sure that you're under the influence, or not under the influence, actually.
But is this because I passed all your tests?
Well, the tests aren't designed to pass or fail. Okay, the tests are designed to show impairment. You can't do the physical.
Oh boy, man, dude, stop asking all these questions. You are like just proving you are drunk.
Go into a parked vehicle here. You smell like alcohol. Okay, So I'm doing my investigation to make sure that you're not impaired. And you're telling me you haven't had anything to drink today. So blow into this, you blow zeros, and you walk. So are you going to do this? Yes or no? No? Okay.
Now, if I wasn't,
if you refuse to do a back test with which is a breath the alcohol calculator, however they want to say it,
he lied about
literally. If you decline that, they have every right, shape, or form to take you to jail.
Swimmingly.
What if you're dyslexic? Dyslexia has nothing to do with doing this test. I guarantee you that.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Left or right?
You don't know which one it is? Okay. What I'll do then is I'm going to say left, and then I'll touch your left hand. Okay? Put your arms out to your sides. Index fingers out. Tilt your head back, close your eyes. Tilt your head back, close your eyes. Okay. I want you to put your left finger on your nose right here. Okay, bring it back. Right. Bring it back. Left. This one right here. Bring it back. Right. 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 This one's your right. Bring it back.
I think he's had way too much to drink.
And your left.
He must have really messed up his hands or something. Cause he's got bandages everywhere.
You're driving a vehicle around and you don't know left from right. And that's kind of scary. You find that kind of weird?
That's why I drive 2 hands on the wheel.
Okay.
10 and 2.
Okay.
2 hands on the wheel, 10 and 2.
Put your hands to your back.
Yeah, you're going to jail, buddy.
Relax your hands. Relax your hands.
I'm sorry, bro, but you did not play that well.
No breathalyzer, the man is finally arrested. And when the officers take a sniff of his Minute Maid apple juice, it's quite
vodka.
clear that it wasn't
I bet.
just your
No,
normal
I
apple
called
juice.
it.
It was in fact vodka, and our intoxicated driver smelled exactly like that. The suspect was booked on aggravated DUI.
Dummy,
and the
dummy,
United States
dummy.
Post Office was
How?
able to retrieve
Why?
the mail and
Why
hand it
would you
deliver.
drink
Our
behind the
suspect
job
was taken to jail. And since
at
that
all,
does
let
happen
alone
last year,
at the
hopefully,
United
if he is
States
driving
Postal
around,
Office?
He's doing so without being intoxicated.
A job that
So in
requires
this
you to
video,
drive,
we've
you
gone
wanna
through
drink.
2 situations of people being arrested while they're on the job.
Man.
From a drunken mailman to a DoorDash driver that drove around without a license.
I will say this really proves that you can go to jail anywhere, people. Don't try to run from the cops. I mean, it's just plain out simple. And don't act like cops are stupid, because they're not. I mean, at the end of the day, you could try every excuse in the book, but remember, that cop has probably heard it for the last 1,000 people that he has probably talked to. That wraps it up for this video, guys, of the dumbest criminals ever get arresting at their job. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, turn on the post notifications. And as always, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.